So I'll probably say this more times throughout the live, but we still got some Turtle Man shirts left. Got it in the bag. This is large. If you can't read backwards, that's what it says. Turtle Man, 100% of the money from these shirts go to the Turtle Man charity. They go for 30. We got the Nic Stone shirts. We have a couple of these left before we get the new, I want to say it's the 5th or 6th edition. I think we have all sizes except for XXX and medium, maybe. There might be one medium. But we also do have, this is the 1st edition Nic Stone strap. Drew's probably going to say it's backwards. Mirrored, I mean. That's why we like them. It's got a nice buckle. These go for 20. The shirts go for 30. They can be shipped. 100% of the money from the Turtle Man shirts go to the Turtle Man charity. I was kind of surprised we didn't sell out of the shirts by the Turtle Man. The first year we sold out fairly quick. The only shirts we saved or didn't sell were the ones we saved. And I must, the only thing I can think of is maybe people thought they were the same shirt, maybe. Oh, I wonder, that's an interesting sound. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but I think my phone beeped, or it's the truck, but I think it's the phone. But I'm not sure how this live is, if it's going to be busy or not. Oh, let's see. Mize says Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Mize. Thin, what's up, man? Thin says, what are you going to do? I think he means for Thanksgiving. I'm going to do what everyone else does. I'm going to eat a bunch of food and have a good time. Sailor, happy Turkey Day. Yep, it's going to be a good day. Anything interesting happened in the arm wrestling world since yesterday? Thin says you look really strong. Oh, I appreciate that. I definitely am. I appreciate that. I'm gonna be the strongest I've ever been December 6th. In the match versus Chance. Some say Chancel. Let's see. Thin says, what's your deadlift? Back when I was a power lifter, my best deadlift in a meet was 880 pounds. What's up, Brian? Sailor agrees. She agrees. That's what I'm talking about. Finn says you're basically Brian Shaw. Oh, I appreciate that. I think basically Brian Shaw is me, But either way you say it, they're both right. So I appreciate that. If any of our friends wants to hop on, I put the link in the description. But that being said, don't be, um, don't get your feelings hurt if I don't let you on if I don't know who you are. I'm only going to accept people I personally know to hop on. But it's in there. It's in the description. We can have one person at a time. That's what YouTube allows. But it's going to be good. All right. That's good to know, Shaggy. Oh, Sailor says she's got to get ready for work. All right. Good luck. Hopefully it's a good day. Nice, quick day. But it's going to be good. But since we got some new people in the chat, I always like to say, to new people, this is an arm wrestling channel, so maybe this is the first time you've heard about arm wrestling. But, if not, who's your favorite arm wrestler and why are they your favorite? Or maybe this is your first time hearing about arm wrestling and maybe you got some questions. So let me know what kind of questions you got about arm wrestling, even powerlifting, strength related. Dustin, what's up, man? He says, Happy Thanksgiving, bud. Have a great day. Eat lots of food. Oh, thank you very much. I definitely will. I hope you eat a whole bunch too, man. Gotta get those gains in. So Thin says I only know about it from Eddie Hall and Brian Shaw. That's good. That's good. Fun fact: I could beat both of them in an arm wrestling match. There's only one way to prove me wrong. But I met Eddie Hall once and I asked him if he wanted to arm wrestle, and he didn't want to arm wrestle. So maybe he was saving it for all his energy for working on the microphone. But that's a fun fact. Shaggy says I like Devin because he's a good person. What about you, Stone? Well, my favorite arm wrestler as a fan is Richard Lupkes. He's retired right now. Very dominant in the 80s. Um, look him up. You've probably already seen, videos of him. He's got a very well-known look. He's got the long hair, but balding on the top with the muscle pants, and he's a giant dude. Um, so definitely look him up. There's a bunch of good videos in the past with him pulling John Brzik and all that. Then says Eddie Hall would be my favorite arm wrestler. Oh, very nice. Very nice. It looks like he says someone is from Russia. And Thin says, nah, Eddie is really strong. He's definitely strong, but he'd be no match for me on the arm wrestling table. But that's not saying he's weak. I'm just saying he's not ready yet. He's not ready yet. Let's see. First time out, 10 seconds. Let's see if they learn their lesson. Let's see. Mike says, how about Brian Shaw? Yeah, I mean, if you mean if I'd beat him, I would beat him. He's tremendously strong. He's just so new in the sport. Um, that I would beat him. So Mir says, hello, how are you? I'm doing good. How you doing? Then says, dang, then we got to see that math happen. I mean, I think he means match. Either way, it's going to happen. So spread the word. Spread the word. Um, and it will happen. It will happen. Then says, so who is stronger than you? Um, there's a couple. There's a few people. You know, I've been in the sport a long time, but at the same time, a short time, about 5 or 6 years. Um, I think it depends on where you look in the ranking. Arm wrestling's weird. There's multiple rankings, but I think I'm in the top 15, top 20 in North America. So I'm up there. There's a few people above me, but that's what make this. That's what the fun part is. Getting stronger, training. Here says, "Are you a power lifter?" I used to be. I used to be. That's always weird to say because my old powerlifting self would never even imagine those words coming out of my mouth. But I used to be a powerlifter. I powerlifted for about 9 years, if I'm not mistaken. But now I'm an arm wrestler. So if you got questions for powerlifting or arm wrestling, let me know. So boy says, Brian invented finger grip. Did you see last match? I think it means I see Brian's last match versus Brandon Allen. Yeah, I saw that. That was a good match. That was interesting. Um, so Brian is definitely, he's definitely up there in the pros. Oh, here's Brian. What's up, man?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. How's everything?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Just hanging out with the people of Stone TV.
I'm uh I'm in disguise as Tim Bresnan today.
I was wondering. I was like, wait a second. How did Tim get? How did he get Brian's phone? That's funny. So you hitting the gym today, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some pronation. I think like Thursdays I'll do because we do the heavy max on Sunday. Thursday I'll do like 85% of that for each lift, you know, for reps, not singles or anything. See how that works.
How many reps you thinking?
I don't know. It gets tricky with the chains because when I do the max, I use the chains. So, but I don't know. I've tried to come down, like get up to my one rep, and then if I still feel good, I try and come down for singles or reps, and I'm usually drained. I'm beat, so I'm trying like 6 reps. 6 to 8.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Something like six reps would be probably good.
Yeah, for that lift, and then for the uppercut lift, I'll probably 8 to 12. You know.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll definitely be good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mike says Larrett is the best for me. It's always a show. It's always a show. That's for true, and he's definitely one of the best. In the rankings, he could be arguably, number two.
You see Milo Larrett's videos? He's been arm wrestling more.
Um, I've been seeing some clips. Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw one. He was at somebody's practice, and I was laughing because he didn't have his shirt on. So, and I was thinking to myself, I think I'd make him put his shirt on. Like at your practice, take your shirt off. If you go to somebody else's practice, put your shirt on.
That's funny.
Imagine just showing up to somebody else's practice, like we went to Jersey. Imagine just walking in and just ripping your shirt off right away.
Just knocking on the door, but shirtless. That'd be a
Oh
good
no!
video. Be a
Oh
good
man,
video. That's funny.
it's like a flex. There's something about that. It's like, are you trying to take over this practice? Get your shirt on.
Maybe. You know what it is? Maybe it's cold out there and he didn't want to get his shirt wet. So when he went
Yeah.
back out in the cold, no, I don't know. That is funny. You know what that reminds me of? I used to have a joke when I used to work in a gym years and years ago, and I used to, those like bodybuilders, stringer shirts that are like, coming here. I
Yeah.
used to joke around and say, "Hey, we have a nipple rule. You have to wear a shirt that covers your nipples." People didn't
Uh,
follow it though,
yeah, yeah. That's like the elite level. I mean, I wonder, guys like bodybuilders must like, man, I can't, when they first start, like when you're a power lifter, you're going for like, oh, I can't wait till I can bench, you know, 315, right? Or 405. And then bodybuilders, maybe they're like in their head, they're like, man, I can't wait till I can wear that stringer, like.
Hey, they probably have like milestones, different
That's what I'm
stringers.
saying. Yeah. Yeah. They never
That is
reached the
funny.
Lupke's pants.
You need a certain level of power to wear those pants.
You got to prove it. You can't just
Definitely
show up
true.
with them and not be able to prove it. Doesn't work.
Doesn't work like that.
Michael Todd used to wear the stringers to tournaments back in the day.
Oh, back when he was a model.
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny.
He was like on top of the game before social media. He must have known. He must have like had like ESP, and he knew that like one day, you know, be all about image.
Hey, it worked for him.
It
It
worked. I
worked for
mean, he
him.
proved it though, and to look at his comeback is pretty amazing. So
Yeah, it definitely was.
those guys
You,
amaze me. I don't know how. I feel like if I were ever to get injured, I don't think I could ever like injuries like those guys get at the highest level. I feel like, I mean, you'll never be the same. But I mean, Chafee, amazing.
yeah, it definitely is. I
And
mean, yeah, you definitely never be the same, but there's always a way to get, better somehow,
yeah, I mean, these guys are pulling guys that are in their prime, young in their prime, and I mean, pretty dominantly, so I mean, yeah, so nobody can say anything about the Americans, all right?
Definitely true. That's funny. Let me read some of these comments real quick before they get too piled up. Finn says I would like to be a huge guy like Brian Shaw, but I don't have the genetics. He says I'm 6'2", but I weigh 180 and I'm 15, so I could grow more. Definitely true, man. Definitely true. You might have a growth spurt coming. Keep eating, keep training, and it will come. And he
Six
says,
two, 180 at 15 years old. I think you're gonna be fine.
"We'll be fine." Brian is also 6'2" and 180. In case you're wondering.
I had a dream about that last night.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Finn says, "Why do all the cool, strong people have nice beards?" Just the way it happens, Once you hit certain milestones with strength, the beard just pops up. You don't have a choice, but it looks good.
I keep trying to get Sailor to let me shave it to a nice mustache like that, but she's over there saying no right now, so it's not gonna happen.
we could make one of those videos like Devin did with Jody and Brian, where they cut the hair and Jody was getting mad. We'll film Sailor getting mad. It'll be good for
Yeah.
views. That's funny. Est, what's up, man? He says he looks like Josh's dad.
Oh man, oh, there he is.
Oh,
Josh,
there he is.
I'm your daddy now.
That's funny. That's funny.
He came in right at the right time there.
Perfect timing. Definitely perfect timing. But Brian, have you anything new in the arm wrestling world that you just saw, or anything fresh in your mind?
Oh, the Alazan Moratov thing. Did you see that?
Is
Those
it
guys
is it a
can.
match?
He like him and Robert Baxter, or I don't know. He wrote to him about, I don't know, something about trying to take his title, and he's saying he never refuses a match, and it's those guys just cannot avoid drama. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, I
like
didn't
him.
see any of that.
Yeah, I like that guy, man. Like, he's good.
Yeah, he's definitely a good arm wrestler, that's for sure.
Okay.
Bye, Nick.
Oh, how's it going? Well, that's happening.
Come on. Probably not. It's probably dead if you do have it.
Who do you think would be a good match for Alexander?
That guy is monster, dude. I mean, I think he could pull anybody. Josh, probably.
Oh yeah, very true. So Robert, if you're listening, don't worry about any of that drama. We got an opponent that's ready to go. All you gotta do is fly him there and let him record a little bit.
Yeah, that's
He'll be
part of
there.
it. He's not coming if he can't record it.
Yep, that's part of the deal. It's in the contract. That is funny.
Maybe he should pull Todd Hutchings. I think he's too big.
Plus, it would have to be a lefty match, right? Isn't that what he's holding the title? The lefty.
Is that
He
what
has
it
the
is?
super heavy. If I'm not mistaken, I think he has the super heavyweight left.
Okay.
Wait, no, it doesn't. I can't remember. Maybe it's the super heavyweight or the heavyweight. Right when I said that, I was like, I think Vitali has the left arm belt.
He has the
super.
hammer, right? He has the legacy hammer left arm or something.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm mixing up.
Yeah, I think he has the hammer because Devin was like, "Oh, it's safe." I know at least Vitali has the hammer. He's still in possession of it, but there was like a whole thing with Dennis. Nobody knows where the hammer is. He gave it to that other guy, and Devin was like pissed because it's turning into something it's not supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah, it's tricky. It's probably just a language barrier. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's funny. But speaking of Dennis, would you like to see him have a match with anybody? Anybody pop in your mind?
Yeah, Dennis, man. I mean, I mean, if Pushkar was still around,
Yeah, that'd be a great match.
yeah, he was awesome.
Is Dennis? Is he a heavyweight right now, or is he still a super heavyweight? Is he 250 ish? or is
He's
he
got.
heavier?
I think he's got to be heavier. He still does some stuff. I think he still does like I've seen him doing that. Is it like moss wrestling or something where they pull on a stick?
Oh, okay, yep.
You know, yeah, like um Richard Lupke's versus Dennis. Josh.
Oh, that would be great. I think that would be great. I don't know if you saw that. They faced before at least once in the tournament. I saw that video it was at an Arnold Classic. Um, it was a really interesting match. They both stopped in the center. Richard had him in a hook for a long time, and then I think eventually Dennis ended up getting a press on him, but you can see in the video like Dennis couldn't believe how strong Richard was, because I don't think he knew who he was.
Yeah.
He just thought he was some old guy.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
awesome.
that would be a cool match. I
I
got
remember.
Richard winning.
Yeah, I remember seeing Richard like an interview with him about Pushkar, saying he was like he said he could. He's like, I don't even know if I could have beat him in my prime. It was like being hooked up to a truck, like just pure power.
Pure power and rage. I remember seeing a video a long time ago about like a pushcart documentary, a little mini thing on YouTube, and maybe I'm wrong, but it said when he was a kid he had asthma, and then as he grew up he got strong and got rid of the asthma through getting stronger. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, yeah. There's all kinds of stories about stuff like that. People that have like these debilitating, things when they're kids, and they just refuse to, you know, accept it basically, and then become the best ever at something. Crazy.
Yeah, it definitely is. But that's what makes our sport so interesting. We'll take all the people with deformities and we'll make them champions. Oh, we got another match idea. Est says Josh versus Auden, right arm. Ah, that could be interesting. That could be interesting.
They both like bands.
They both like bands. They both got cameras. I think it's already on. It's on. We just got to find a location.
Oh, so this Saturday is Monster Factory and Global Elite same day.
Oh, I didn't even I forgot about that. Yeah. What's going on? What are the big matches at the Monster Factory?
Dude, I tried to look. It was a post on, I think it was Michael Todd posted like the cards, but I like you click on it and I'm like trying to like zoom in and I cannot even barely see the faces on some of them. Like I'm like, who, and the names. I mean, the Beast, I think, is on the Monster Factory card.
Oh no,
Is he
he's
on that
pulling Ray
global?
Withers at Global.
Okay, okay. Uh Alan Ford is pulling that the the guy who pulled at Turtle Man, who won the overall against
Oh,
yeah,
Dustin
Jelliff.
Buell. Yep.
Yep, Alan Ford, Jelliff.
Oh,
Um
I got my money on Dustin. That's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, Brad Grundy versus man, what was the name on that one? I can't remember. He's pulling. I could see those better, and they had the names. The Monster Factory card was just pictures. Like, um, there was a lot of female matches, I think, on that Global Elite card, and I think that actually Maybe she was on the Monster Factory card. The girl that set the bench press record, she's like, I don't know if she's Tongan or like she's from like New Zealand or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I forgot
yeah,
her name.
yeah. She's got a match. Yeah, there was a bunch of ladies matches. I don't know if they were split up evenly or if there was more on the Global Elite. And then who was it? Oh, maybe Ryan Espy, maybe? Or no. I thought there was a Canadian guy in there, but I don't know.
I think Alex Cadetro is pulling someone.
Okay.
I know he's not Canadian, but that just popped in my head.
Yep.
Hopefully it's a real match this time. Last time I saw Alex Cadetro pull at Global Elite, they had I don't know if you remember seeing that match when he pulled the slap fighter.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't see that. That's like, what do you call that? Like a
Staged.
expo. What do they do? Like in boxing, they do that, like where it's like just for money. They just put on a little
Exhibition match.
exhibition. Yeah.
One guy thought it was real, and the other guy knew how it was going to end.
Yeah.
But
That can be a recipe for disaster sometimes.
It could have been. But I'll tell you what, the fans that were there that day were mostly new people, and they loved that match. They had no idea it was fake. They were screaming, they were cheering. They had no idea. But the arm wrestlers were like, "What the?" They were looking at each other like, "What the hell's you seen this?"
Yeah.
You know. So it's very interesting. So I know what they were doing. They're trying to make go for a certain fan appeal. But it was interesting.
They should have made the slap fighter do the match after he had his slap match, so he was all fucking beat up and swollen. You know.
If he gets a pin, he gets one free slap. Now that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Mixed martial arts, arm wrestling, slap fighting, mixed match.
Yeah. That is funny. Oh man. Nope. Josh says, "Wow." He's upset about that camera comment from a while back. He says he does not have a camera like me. I was just kidding, Josh. I was just kidding. Calm down. Calm down. Epic, what's up, man? Oh, then S is bringing the 3D printer into it. Now things are getting serious. Epic says, "Yo, I'm sub to your channel." That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe to Brian's channel. Yours is Brian Jones Arm Wrestler, right? AW.
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely check him out. He's got some good videos on there as well.
Yeah, I need 100 subs so I can go live. I think I got a good 5. Something around there.
The first 5 are the hardest. After that, it's all downhill.
Well, the first 5 are the hardest because you got to convince your family that they should watch you, and they're like, "What are you doing now?"
Yeah, right. But we got him. That's what I'm talking about. Very true from Josh. He says, if you have any arm wrestling or strength sports questions, you came to the right channel. Big Nick will help you as best as he can. Definitely will. Oh, then Dylan is bragging. He said it's 70 in Miami. It's almost 70 here.
Dude, yesterday was warm. Yesterday was nice. I was like, I almost went just t-shirt out there yesterday. I did keep my sweatshirt on, but I could have. Today is not. It's windy.
Yeah, it's definitely not like yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, 50? All you need's 50? I didn't know that. Sayla lied to me. She's got a lot, but I don't know. I think I never did shorts You gotta like pump the shorts out there and get traffic. And then I also never did hashtags, so that kind of like limits the
It's all right. We'll get there. We'll get you 100 either way and more.
Oh, okay. How tall are you, Brian? Or maybe I can call you Sir Brian because I don't know. You give me a teacher vibe, like in a respectable way. I am a professor of my own, in my own mind.
It's a good place to be.
What we should ask him, what kind of teacher would I be?
Yeah, what kind of teacher?
What kind of
That's
teacher looks like this?
Sean. What's up, man? He says, Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Sailor says it's 100 for me. Yeah, I thought it was 100 too. Oh, Josh, he got you. He got you. Yep. He kind of looks like my old teacher.
They'd be leaving class like, that was the worst sex ed teacher I ever had. He didn't
All he
know
did was
anything.
show home. He just showed home videos all class. That's funny.
Uh,
Oh, S says likes a physics teacher. Like experiments, crazy stuff.
I missed my calling, I guess. That would be cool. We just went to go to get a coffee, and Sayla brought up the theory of relativity thing with the, like, when you're driving and you have a ball and you throw the ball in the air, the ball is going the same speed as the car at that point, but if you open the window, the ball, is no longer part of the equation anymore. People have a hard time with that, I guess.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
But if the car comes to a complete dead stop, everything just goes out the front window. So,
That old Einstein was onto something.
yeah.
Oh, JB says, Happy Thanksgiving, boys. Already got back slide pressure session in this morning.
Nice.
Happy Thanksgiving, man. Get them gains with three
Nice.
Z's.
I
That's
did
good.
some side pressure last night and it was painful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What how you doing it? What you doing with what type of handle?
So I was switching every week, but I used the wrist wrench last night and let me grab it. So I've used it before but I would put my thumb outside like this. Last night I held it like this, and obviously I could do much less weight, but my wrist I mean, it hit the wrist like brutally. My wrist right in here, up by my closer to my hand, is, yeah, I mean, it's tight, it's sore. But I mean, that thing just wanted to rip my hand open every time.
Oh, that's good. That's some good old side pressure.
Yeah,
Jerry likes that handle for side pressure too.
dude, I might just stick with that for like maybe a couple months. Because I start outside here, Todd Hutchings style, drag it across like peg to peg, and then reset every rep. Just reset it right to put the stack back down, boom, and then go again. And just getting it moving first. I mean, your hand is like struggling, it wants to just, and you got to really, and then once you get it in, you can kind of pull it in, and it's like, but it's max effort, man. And it's, it definitely, it feels like arm wrestling when somebody gets you off center and you're trying to fight back, but you don't have, you just have a little bit of your side pressure. Maybe you can't even use your back pressure much, and just trying to keep your wrist. That's what it feels like. But yeah, it's good.
Sounds like gains to me, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Est says you didn't answer my question, sir. We must have missed it. Maybe let us know the question again, and we'll try to answer it. Soldier says, "I." What's
Oh,
up, man?
I didn't answer. I'm how tall I am.
Oh,
5'5". 5'6"
lucky
with
5'5".
5'6" with heels.
And 5'9" on Tinder. That's funny.
150 pounds, soon to be 165, because I am concentrating on what I'm eating.
That's a good weight. That's a good weight. So Josh put the link to it looks like his channel. Definitely a good channel. That Camera Guy 98. Make sure you guys check that out.
Yep.
Give it a subscribe. Bo, our friendly neighborhood Bo, is in the chat. He says goats in the chat room. You gotta watch out for those goats. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I wonder how training is gonna be at the dungeon tomorrow. I wonder if it'll be a big turnout or a smaller crowd. We'll see. We'll see.
Tomorrow?
I meant Saturday.
Are
I'm
they?
all
Okay. I thought
yeah.
maybe he was doing like a special day.
While everyone's still full of turkey, get an extra workout in.
Maybe they'll be stronger. Everybody will have plus 10% strength.
I would like to think so. I would like to think so. If not, people would be napping on the couches. That's not where they want to be. Bo says not goats, goat in room.
I think he's talking about himself.
Are you saying, Bo, that you have a goat in your room? Is that what you're saying? That's personal. We should probably keep that private. Either way, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. All right. S says just got my registration done in a powerlifting comp, which will be held in Frankfurt in 10th December. All right. Very nice. I hope you have a nice meet, a nice prep, and you get a big, big total. Phil Wood, what's up, man? He says happy Thanksgiving. I appreciate that. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. S says junior class, 60, 65 kilogram class, under 20. That should be a nice competitive class. Bo says he is enjoying time with his goat. All right, appreciate that, Bo. And then Nick says happy Thanksgiving. Definitely is happy Thanksgiving, man. Looks like we're all caught up. That's good. We're all caught up in the chat. Well, Phil says, do much muskie fishing? I haven't. Have you, Brian?
Oh. I've heard of it, but here it's mostly trout and bass in this area. Carp, but you got to go out there. Got to travel around to get them weird fish.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those weird fish.
I had a friend who, well, the town I grew up in is right on the Connecticut River, and you know, his house, like, it was right out of his backyard. He could just go. He was a big time fisherman, but he swears he caught a sturgeon one time, and those are like prehistoric, and I think they're illegal to catch or something like that. They're like protected somehow or something like that. But obviously you don't know until you pull it up. He let it go or whatever. But yeah, they're huge. They're like, but that's the craziest, fish. I don't even know I don't know if muskie is just another name for a fish or if it's like I know it's like a niche thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. When I hear muskie, I think of like a muskrat. So maybe that's what he's going after. That is funny. So S says, holy shit, world record deadlift for 60 kilograms is 305 kilograms. Mine's at 60, is 190 kilograms. So I think I am not too far away from that milestone. Yeah, man, definitely true. Definitely true. You're definitely off to a good start. Just got to keep training, keep eating good, stay focused, and you'll be there in no time.
What is that, like 800 pounds?
305 kilograms is probably like 620, 630, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe more. I'm not, it's, 305 times 2.23, whatever that comes out to. But it's definitely over 600 pounds, if that helps. Laurel says,
Yeah,
good morning. Good morning.
that's a big lift.
Yeah, it is a good lift.
60 kilogram.
Yeah. It's a good lift. I haven't even been I've been so out of it, the powerlifting thing. I don't know how much the records have changed. I know some records have changed, like, you know, just the real big ones I see. But I'm not even sure what the biggest total is right now. It's probably still Dave Hoff. He had like 3,100 or something like that. Something crazy.
What do you do after a powerlifting meet and you lift like that much weight? What do these guys do? Do they just go to bed? Like,
It depends on the puller. You know, some people go to bed, some people go out and party, and some people go right back into the gym. You know, depends on the person, I guess. But definitely sleep good after a meet, that's for sure.
yeah.
Let's see. Bo says, so are you Nick, a not the guy who's supposed to pull next week, but Tim did? Um, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Bo.
Is he saying that you're Tim was originally slotted for that?
Oh, maybe that's what he means. Yeah, so Tim was the original opponent, but that match wasn't able to happen. So it just worked out that I can make it. So it's my match now. Let's see. Phil says, perch are good game fish. Sturgeon tend to come into the rivers to lay eggs and or die. In British Columbia, thousands enter the river to lay eggs and all die. Like Elton John said, circle of life. Very true. Very true.
Yeah, perch. Yeah, that's yeah.
Fish is fish. They're all the same, right? Bo says, but he got some questions about referees. Yeah, I heard some stuff. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that match. I mean, with why it didn't go through, but maybe we'll find out December 6th. Est says, all right, gotta go. See ya, Nick, Josh, and Sir Brian. Take it easy, man.
I'll take it.
And Bo says Nick can't read English. It's only some reason it's only one person's comments I'm having a hard time reading today. If it was more than one, I'd definitely agree with you. But either way, we appreciate the comments, Bo. Keep them coming. That's funny. So NY says, hi guys, I am from France. All right. Welcome, welcome. Was it 2 or 3 years ago? France had the IFA Worlds there. Wacko was it more than that? Maybe it was more than that.
Yeah.
But France did have the IFA Worlds there one year.
Who won that one? The guy in Chris's class, the guy with the one-armed one-handed one. Remember that guy?
Did he have like he was missing his arm completely, or was it
He
like a
has
limp?
that. He has that thing that it's like a clamp attached to his, and it hooks onto
Oh,
to the peg.
Tony Hope,
Yeah, yeah,
very strong dude. Not
yeah.
surprised he won.
I
Very
think he
strong.
won. Yeah, I know Chris was saying he was there and he was wrecking shit.
Yeah, he's no joke. He's a strong dude. But yeah, that clamp. As soon as you said the clamp, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
You know it's serious when a guy walks up and starts bolting himself to the
yeah.
table.
Yeah.
It's true. NY says, hi, how are everyone? I'm doing good. How about yourself, Brian? You still doing good?
I'm doing good.
That's what I'm talking about. Then he says he's from northern France. All right. I hear that's the better part of France, so that's good. That's good that you're there. And I got a question, since I think it's the first time you hopped on, maybe I'm wrong, but we like to ask new people this question. Who is your favorite arm wrestler and why? And if this is your first time hearing about arm wrestling, maybe you got some questions, so let us know. So let's see. Bo says, I think that is cheating. Some people's hands can weight more than 10 pounds. That's a lot of weight for dropping for some other guys.
So he's saying in the weigh-ins, he could take his arm off, right? Weigh in.
Oh, how do you get this? How are you getting these? Like, what? You're not helping me, Bo. You're making Bo think he's like.
I could just understand Bo. I guess I can. So somebody was. I think it's because somebody was talking about that. Oh, we were talking about Bob Brown.
Oh, okay, yep.
Was that a practice or something? We're talking about Bob Brown and his leg, and as far as weight classes go, right? Does he have to weigh with the leg? And you know what I mean?
I see. That makes sense. I mean, for me, if someone has no arm, I don't care if they don't weigh in without their prosthetic leg. Um, because I mean, I'm no expert, but I don't think they're heavy. You know, but
I
either
think it
way,
depends.
what's that?
Yeah, I think it depends because like some of those things are like titanium and carbon fiber, and they could weigh like nothing, you know. But then I mean you could get like a if you things solid steel, of course it's going to weigh significantly more. But I mean I guess I don't know, man. I guess if it takes off, well, I guess like look at if so for like let's say like Joke, right? He only pulls or like Hellboy or something. They only pull that one arm. The other arm is like a twig. So if you got a guy that pulls both arms and both arms are big, and then he's going against a guy that only pulls one arm, that guy doesn't have to work out that arm. It's all small. Yeah, he saves on the weight, I guess, looking at it like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can definitely see they're saving on weight, but I still don't think, no matter how they put it, I think missing a limb is, you know, it's always a disadvantage. Even like people make it like people like Bob and Tony, they make it. They're so good that people think it's an advantage.
Mm,
I still think it's a disadvantage.
yeah,
But some federations they make you weigh in with wearing it, and some
yeah,
don't care. So it depends on the federation.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, new guy Nick, what's up, man? He says nice to see Brian, but I wanted to call Josh a turkey.
He's here.
He's here. He
Oh, there he is.
definitely
Yep, he heard it.
is. He heard it. Let's see. NY says don't specifically have a favorite one, but I support more arm wrestlers with French origins. All right, all right. Who's the best guy in France right now? Not even sure. Maybe NY can let us know. New guy Nick says I like MMT because he shows his workouts and his chats like you do. Oh, very true. Josh says, feck off, new Nick.
Does Michael Todd still do those circuits, those long, grueling like circuit training workouts?
I'm not sure, but I would still think he does something like that.
Yeah, he was doing those for a while. He was doing
So,
that blood flow restriction too. I don't know if he still does that. You ever do that?
I tried that years ago. Um, there's some pros and cons to it. But yeah, I don't really think that is, the best. Definitely something, but
Yeah, I tried it once. It hurt.
yeah,
I just did. I think I didn't have any the cuffs. I just tied some socks around my tops of my. I just tied some ropes or tight something really tight around my arms, and it hurt. It was not fun.
yeah. If I mean, you could do it wrong and cause some serious damage,
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
But everyone's got to learn that lesson. So NY says I used to do arm wrestling in family against my older cousin, and one time younger, I beat my old cousin. Since then, he grew a bit pissed off. So I think when he beat his cousin, he might have been a little bit of a sore loser, but that's all right. It happens. Josh says he's not a fan of the blood flow restriction. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan either. Maybe for some things, but then new guy says I prefer Nick's method. Just get that work. Definitely true. Definitely get them gains.
I wonder actually if like when you train like that, you're kind of like training the body to keep blood in there. I wonder if your body adapts to that and it's like, okay, I need to keep this blood in here when you just train regularly after, which would be bad in arm wrestling competition. So it's fun. Like I like a pump when I work out, like just like a medium workout, light to medium workout. I like a pump, right? Because I want to get as much blood in there and get, fuel everything, heal everything. But I want the opposite in a tournament or any type of match, super match competition. I want the blood out of there as quickly as possible. So I wonder if it's like taking a pump product or something right before a match. Like if you're training your body to keep blood in a certain area, I don't know.
No, I definitely hear what you're saying. Like you're training the body to pool blood.
Yeah.
See, that's what I think that blood flow restriction is tricky because if you do it right, it could help you, but if you do it wrong, I think it's definitely going to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, but yeah, it's tricky. Let's see. NY says, "Bro, I wanted so much to win that I almost break his arm, but now surprisingly, I grew up into a very calm guy, not into violence." All right, that's good. That's good. Then Nick says you can work out without a pump.
Oh, Josh likes the tempering. Did you temper him?
I didn't. Not me. He was tempered by somebody else.
Yeah, Nick has some of those big rollers, but I've never. Those things are scary.
They're scary. I got a 11 pounder, a 22 pounder, and then a 117. But they're in the labyrinth if you ever want to try them out. I called the big one, the 117. I named it Bertha, Big Bertha. NY says, "You guys from America?" I just guess it. Yep, we definitely are. We're definitely American. Josh says they are brutal, but it's like Nirvana when it's over. Yeah, definitely true. Some areas are definitely more brutal than the other. Like for me, the calves are always brutal, but it feels good after. But no matter what, the calves are always tender. Biceps usually a tender
Oh,
spot.
yeah, that would suck.
The lat, if you do lat, is usually could be a very tender spot, but it's good. It's good.
I don't know if I'd make it. That's almost my body weight. So like you'd roll it down once and you'd be like, oh, he's not with us anymore.
He's done. Yeah, we'll start with the light one. You know, we got the 11 and the 22. We'll start with that one. But Josh says you got to slowly work the calves. Definitely true. Definitely true. So NY says good. I am mostly friends with American friends. They are cool and they don't bother you about your English, but British. God help me from them. I don't want to generalize. Yeah, don't get us started on the British.
You know what's funny about that? He's from France, right? So uh I work with so my family and my obviously my wife, they're French Canadian. So they speak French, but it's not proper Parisian French. It's like, you know, kind of just like slangish sort of. But I work with a guy who's from France, from where the border of Spain, France, that's where he's from. So he speaks French, English, and Spanish. And he says that the British criticize you for not speaking English well. This guy will tell Spanish people that I work with that they don't speak proper Spanish. He'd be like, "No, this is not proper. You're not speaking correctly." And dude, and he's the way he says it, it's so funny. Like he's so like he's serious, but I don't know if it's dry humor. Nobody can tell what this if he's joking or not. He'll just say something and then just you look at him and he just blank face like he's a good guy. He's funny though, man. He's
That's funny. That is funny. And just to be, if I had to guess, he's not kidding.
yeah, he has said some very wild things to me. Selah did a job for him. She fixed a bunch of his walls and stuff. And he's very I mean, he would like insist that he cooked you dinner if you went over there for anything. She's going over there to paint a couple walls, and then he's like, next thing we know, we're all over there for dinner. He's like cooking dinner and everything. And he would just come out with these crazy things. He's like, no, I thought this. And you're like looking at him like, is this guy serious? Like, and he's just like, yeah, but he's funny. He was actually a professional athlete. He uh he was a professional highlight player.
High life?
Highlight, you know what that is?
No, I don't think so.
It's like it's a game. It used to be they used to have it in Hartford, and they banned it. It was like there was a lot of gambling involved, illegal gambling, so they like shut it down. But anyway, they wear these giant wicker like scoops on their arm, and there's a ball, and they like the ball goes in the scoop, and they whip that fucking thing across the court at each other, and the other guy tries to catch it, and then they whip it back and forth at each other. It's a crazy sport. But yeah, he was a professional highlight player,
All
and
right. That's cool.
yeah, he showed me some pictures of him like and his brothers when they were younger, like on the beach in France and everything. And like these guys were like golden era bodybuilders, like physiques, like crit. And I'm like, oh, you guys must have been in the gym all the time. No, no gym. Like they just their food, they would like raw milk, the meats, the quality of food was way better. Is still way better. So just naturally, I mean, they were all like natural athletes, you know.
Sounds like we should get him in the arm wrestling world.
Dude, he'll credit like if you say you're an athlete, one of the other guys I work with is like saying something about an athlete, and he's like, no, you know what a real athlete is? And he's like, what? Athlete is good at all sports. You're not an athlete unless you can do all sports. The guy was like, see, I'm like, all right, you know, can't tell this guy anything.
Yeah, it's one of those guys. That's funny. But if what he said's true, if he's an athlete, then he should be good at arm wrestling.
He could be. He's a big dude, man. He's older now. I think he might be mid 60s now, but he's in pretty great shape for mid 60s, and he's like six something, probably at least 6'1", 6'2", probably 250, 275.
Still, that's like prime arm wrestling age.
Yeah, yeah.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
He'd be interesting in a setup too. Like he'd be like telling the ref, like, no, this is not
No,
proper.
this ain't arm wrestling. He's using his body. He know. That's funny. So he'd fit right in. Complaining with the refs already, he'd
Yeah,
fit right in.
yeah. He might have. He's got a unique style of complaining. It's very, very proper. No, his webbing. Look, it's too high.
That's funny. Well, let's see. Um, I did see a video. Actually, I only saw like the first minute of it. Brian Shaw said something like he wasn't happy working with East versus West or something.
Yeah.
Um, I wonder if it's like what with the bases, is it just the different mindsets, different goals or something like that. But I wonder what the reason was.
Is that the one where the video where he said that he would arm wrestle again, but he would not work on the promotion side with them, but he would maybe take a match if they put it on, but he would not work with them otherwise. I know he said something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It just popped in my head. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I wonder if it was maybe it was just the cost was too much and didn't get enough pay-per-views or something, or yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. There was a lot going on with that promotion at the time when he worked with them too, you know, with Engen and all that other stuff that was going on. All that shit was happening right at that time. I'm sure that was a lot. Imagine just coming into something like for the first time and they're like having a civil war and you're just like, you know, what the
Yeah.
hell is going on here? I'm just trying to. I thought this was simple. Arm wrestling. We're just going back to the basics here. I come in here and it's like these guys are like, you're like, what is the Europeans hate the what is going on? The Canadians are ostracized.
Yep. Good old arm wrestling. But I think it's, even though it's, sometimes not the funnest, I still think it's good, because if people are talking about it, that means people are thinking about it.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of like, let's say, I guess you could take it worldwide or whatever, but like aside from WAF, the promotions, it's like when before WWF, well, WWE now, before that, before Vince McMahon brought all the territories together, there was the wrestling territories, and they each had their own wrestlers and they each had their own different kind of rules and they would cross over a little bit, but it was like tribal, you know? And that the promotions, as much as they try to like not step on each other's toes because they know that we have similar pullers that want to pull, it's tribal in a way, right?
Yeah, protecting your territory, you know. But yeah, it could be something like that, just the natural competitiveness.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. Brian Johnson says, "Hello, guys. Turkey eating day. Be blessed, everyone." Well, very true. Definitely is. Appreciate that, Brian. Well, yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I always think the more arm wrestling, the better. You know, more opportunities for more people.
Mm-hmm.
More
Yeah.
opportunities, get new fans.
Yeah. I mean, even like, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention as much or something, not as I am now, but like when I started, so that's like right after COVID, I think is when I started. Right when Dungeon kind of opened back up because he wasn't having people there. And literally right after uh Assassin stopped having practices is when I started. And I don't remember the amount of promotions being like anywhere near what it is now. Be Natty Bros, Global Elite, you got Knuckles Up, High Five, whatever but that was a thing.
Yeah,
Mac, you got um
Monster Factory.
the Tri-States. I think Monster Factory was active, but I'm just like the Tri-State
Oh,
stuff.
I see what you're saying. New ones. I see what you're saying.
Newer, because at the time it was like I knew about WAL, WAF, I knew Michael Todd, I knew Devin, but locally, like, there were tournaments, but I don't remember as many promotions at that point.
Yeah, I definitely agree. The closest tournament that I remember would have been like New York.
Yeah.
Um, you know, from when I was in the sport, I've been in the sport for like 5, 6 years. it wasn't until the first Turtle Man that was the first time I've been in the sport that there was a tournament in Connecticut.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
definitely.
you know,
When the first tournament I did was when we went to Winter Blast, and uh Yusuf and what's his name? I'm can't remember any names right now.
Aiden.
Aiden, Yusuf and Aiden were still, people were yelling at them while we were in the waiting area to pull. Get out of the amateurs. They were still sandbagging the amateurs. And
That's
everybody
funny.
was like, get out of the amateurs. You're too good. So that was then. And now those guys are both heavily involved in a lot of the promotions, helping out, reffing and doing, comment, mic work and everything like that. So, there's a lot more younger guys have gotten stepped up to you with the Turtle Man stuff. Um, and that, now, yeah, it's going to be the third year next year. Both years have gone great, smooth, a lot of turnout. It's good, man.
It's happening. It definitely is happening. But I know we don't have anything set yet for a date or location yet for the third Turtle Man, but I think our next goal, I know it's a big goal, but I think we want to raise $10,000.
Yeah,
The last event we raised, I think it was 7,000. The first year was like 65.
yeah,
The second year was like 73 or something, 7,300.
yeah. They've been close. That's close, which is crazy. Because I mean, the first one I remember, uh, you were like, okay, let's see how we did for them, and like your eyes were like, oh, like we did good. That was a good. And dude, that was crazy because that was outdoors
Oh yeah,
and everything worked out well that day. Everybody
yeah,
got sunburn on the top of their head, but other than that, yeah, that turned out good.
yeah. It definitely did. No rain, no bugs.
Yep.
I don't know if you were there in the morning, but when we were setting up, the bugs were absolutely insane. I was like, oh
Oh
no.
yeah, no. No, I don't. I wasn't there for the bugs. I remember it being windy. We were trying to like weigh down all like we had the so where Bill and Mike were, we had that canopy thing, and we were like, we got to reinforce, this thing's gonna blow away.
Yeah. You remember the big inflatable blow up thing, the waveable guy?
Yeah,
Did you remember that?
yeah,
Yeah. I can't. We were talking about that with someone in the chat, maybe Josh. But yeah, we had that the first year. We should probably bring that back. Even if even if there's not enough room for the ceiling, we'll just have it,
yeah.
flopping around on the ceiling.
Maybe we should get a goat, because there was a goat there the first year, couple goats. Remember?
Oh, I'm like, wait a second. Is he making a joke? No, he's serious. Yeah, they were real life goats.
Yeah,
Um, if we get them, we're gonna have to like really watch them because we got some
yeah.
people on our team that might, you know, go after those goats.
You think you're the goat? I'm the goat.
Yeah, right.
One of the goats got his head stuck in the, like, when you could go pet him. So like we went over there, and one of the goats had like twisted his head and got his head stuck in the pen, the goat pen fence thing. And like somebody was there and they knew goats, and they were like, oh yeah. And he just unhooked the goat. But I was trying, and you have to, like, it's like a Chinese finger trap. You have to like trick them. You know what I
You
mean?
gotta,
You can't just like,
you can't keep pulling. You gotta like
yeah,
push, and
yeah,
it gets the best of us. I tell you what, with those Chinese finger traps, if you pull hard enough, you'll get
yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's funny. Let's see. Brian Johnson says, "Yeah, man, growing the sport. I personally promote it. to everyone I meet, strangers, etc. Oh, that's very nice. We try to do the same, you know.
That's one of the best parts is I can't tell you the amount of times that me and Sayla have been like in line at a store and it'll be like some dude and his girlfriend in front of us in line. And I'm like, look at the size of this fucking dude, man. And she's like, "Babe, stop, stop." And I'm like, no, 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 no. Look at him. And I'm like, hey
Just look
man,
at him.
hey, you wanna try out for an arm wrestling team? And then the guy's girlfriend would be like, what? Man? Who the hell? What? Just approach random strangers and be like, you wanna arm wrestle?
You want to arm wrestle? Yeah.
Dude, I almost got a well, I don't know if he was interested. He said no. He was like dead set no right off the bat. And I'm like, nah, you don't mean that, man. He was another mailman, but not from my town. He was helping his girlfriend who lives on my route move, and he was in uniform. And I'm like, well, well, well. And he turns around and he's like, oh, what's up, man? And I'm like, no, 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 no. Are you an arm wrestler? And he's like, what? He was big. He was like 250. But like he definitely trained, you know, and I'm like, ah, this guy would be good. Another mailman, you know, and he wasn't he didn't seem like he was buying it. I don't know if he thought I was lying to him. I need to carry like a card. Need to get a
Yeah.
card, you know, certified arm wrestler,
Put it in
recruiter.
your wallet. Flop it
Yeah, that
out.
way I could show him and be like, no, it's real, man. Look, I have the card, you know.
It's real. It's definitely real. It's a real sport. That's funny.
Their girlfriends are always against it because they don't want them getting involved in anything else that's going to take any more time away from them, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Definitely true. But there's got to be some way we can get them. Maybe we'll lure them in with free food or something.
We'll just have to lie to them and tell them there's a lot of money in it.
There's a lot of money in it, and then if you're really good, you know, you got a big YouTube, let's do something like that. Brian says we need more exposure in northern New York, Watertown, and North. Definitely true. Got to get arm wrestling all over the place.
Where's Nightmare? New York or Jersey?
Long Island, New York.
Yeah. There you go. He'll show up.
He might, but they might be. I think Brian is near like the Canada border, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So like we might be closer than Dan is.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not the best with geography.
Well, with that being said, there's a practice Tuesday night, Brian. And you know that we have a match, the eyes versus the wise. So, no excuses.
Tuesday, 5 p.m. Be there or be square. That's what they say. But Brian is right. There has to be a match. It's only a matter of time. Bayman, what's up, man? He says hello. So we're gonna hop off in a couple minutes, guys. Almost out of the drink. We're gonna start after this. We're gonna do a pre-lift, a recovery lift. So if you guys want to keep on hanging out, feel free. Keep your eyes open for the next notification. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you give Brian a thumbs up. Make sure you give him a sub because we gotta get him to 100 so he can go live. Let's see. Looks like we got someone new. Joe says, good morning from Puerto Rico. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Appreciate that, Joe. We got our buddy, one of our teammates down in Puerto Rico, Big Will,
Yep.
the Terminator. He's down. Actually,
Yeah.
he's got a match too. I
Yeah.
forgot. Will has a match the same day as me, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
My
That's
money's on Will.
the islands, the clash at the island or something they should call it, right? Because it's the opposite. It's the top and the bottom teams on the island, right? There's two teams, so they're gonna battle it out.
That's cool. Whoever is they get the title of King of Puerto Rico if they win.
Loser gets. I'm sorry. Winner. Oh, maybe loser has to ride that small horse from the beginning of his YouTube intro. Remember that? Remember that?
Yeah, and if it's a video I think of, I don't think that horse was small, right? It was a normal sized horse.
Dude, I don't know because he was going so fast down a regular street. Like
The
he
one
was
Will was
flying.
riding it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that thing was moving. That thing was moving.
And he's like on it with I don't know. I feel like I would need like a helmet and like the shit the dudes in the rodeo wear in case they fall off. He's like barefoot or in flip flops, just flying down the street in that on that thing.
I think no saddle, no any.
Yeah, no, nothing, no rope. I don't even think.
He's just holding on to the horse's hair.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's how you do it, though. That's how you do it.
That's why his hand is so strong.
Just holding on to that horse's mane or whatever it's called. Death gripping it. It makes sense. It makes sense. Definitely true. Brian, is there anything you want to say to the people before we hop off?
Just repeat what you said. Like and subscribe to this channel. Join the members only. There's how many incredible matches?
There's 9 of them.
9 incredible matches. We got to see those. There's a bunch of good matches. Some of those guys are pulling again on Nick's card on the 6th. Like and subscribe to that camera guy 98, Josh's channel. There's also some good videos on there. You can see Nick pulling prep for his match coming up. And yeah. 78 matches on that card on the 6th. Yeah, just about.
There's at least 7 to 8 matches. So I'll tell you what, you'll definitely get your money's worth when you sign up to the 90 Bros membership. But so I'll say this real quick. We're gonna hop off in about 30 seconds. But if you want to keep on hanging out, I'm gonna set up a lift live, a recovery lift live. If you want to keep hanging out, make sure you check out Brian's channel. Make sure you check out that camera guy 98. Thanks for joining, Brian. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.